Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News with another update here. You don't finally read for Peter Obi. They say he cannot become president. In fact, this is not just about Peter Obi, it's about the Igbo people. Igbos can produce president in 2027. Peter Obi has missed it. Primate Ayodele, this man, they say they see vision for Nigeria. Oh, Mona don't see and say they don't even, or they don't shift. They have left you behind in 2023. Now they are talking about 2027 oh, because they don't see and say Tinubu, this Tinubu way day for Chichi now is not giving any chance to anybody to even sit down for that Asorok. So it is over. It will be no hope. Atiku Abubakar, no hope. All you just have to do now is to go and relax and wait for 2027. And now they are telling Peter Obi that there is no chance for him even in 2027. So Igbo people, na Nigeria, no show, no hope. The leader of Inri Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Ayodele, has said that the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi can never be president of Nigeria again. This was as Ayodele said Igbos can produce Nigeria's president in 2027. In a statement by his media aide, Oluwatosin Osho, Ayodele stressed that Obi had missed his chance of ruling Nigeria. Peter Obi's matter to the Supreme Court is dead on arrival. We have told him time without numbers. He can't win the case and won't be president of Nigeria. His case will be thrown out. Obi would have won the election, but he didn't do the right thing at the appropriate time. This is just medicine after death, a waste of money and resources. The people pushing Obi are spiritually blindfolded. The person that is on the presidential seat is more powerful than Obi spiritually. Even in 2027, no Igbo will become president. Obi has missed it, he said. That was his own statement concerning this hope where some of them they come and say, oh, there is hope now. In 2027, it is an opportunity for Igbos to go and prepare themselves properly and do this and do that. I don't tell on say, Nigeria is not for the Igbo man. That is the truth of the matter. And he's not, that's the truth. It's not going anywhere. Peter Obi, they not go agree me you go anywhere. That's just the truth of the matter. But it's a pity that they have refused to learn. They have refused to see the future. They have refused to see the past and how we got to where we are today. Let us listen to this APC chieftain here. He said that even themselves don't they disappointed in the so-called presidency of Tinubu. Mona, watch and hear for yourself.
So you have warned that the president needs to be careful about his policy decisions. What are your greatest fears about the policy decisions of President Tinubu?
Okay, well, first, thank you very much, Sheun. The first 2 weeks of the assumption of office of President Asuwaju, he started very well. And his approval rating went very high. Everybody, all of us became very confident that he was really tackling the issues in the way they should be tackled. Unfortunately, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the line to this period, we have a drop in the tempo and the momentum with which issues are being handled. And I think we need to return back to that tempo of the first 2 weeks of the administration. And that if you go back during the campaign, we campaigned based on the agenda Renew Hope. And it was clear, it was a comprehensive integrated plan. And I think that is where we need to go back and roll out all these things. So I think if we're able to achieve that, we'll return back, President Asuwaju will return back to that tempo, and the approval rating will begin to go up, and all the issues will begin to be clarified. At the moment, because isolated decisions have been taken, things are becoming, life is becoming very hard, really.
Let's move on. You've said that the expectations of many Nigerians have crashed about the Tinubu administration. And I'd like to get your view on the paragraphs where you related on the policy decisions of this government. There are those who believe that they had enough time, about 3 months, to prepare since the president was declared winner in that election. And in fact, what we understand was that there was a trip to France, and where we understand that the president said he wanted to rest and focus on getting alliance with foreign investors in the country. Now, those will be asking the questions, where are those preparations? Where are those investment opportunities? And now, the situation of the country is deteriorating. Yes, positive results, but the initial policy of the government is causing a lot of pains on Nigerians. But when you say they should go back to the very first moment when they got into office, what exactly do you mean about this?
What I mean is that there is clearly a plan. I think the process of negotiation to nominate ministers, the process of making some other appointment may have consumed the attention of both the president and many of the people around him. I think now that ministers have been, and that is another story altogether. I mean, like I said, many of us are quite disappointed, and I will explain why in particular myself, I'm disappointed. Because looking at the ministerial nominees, there are, I think, about 6 that are medical doctors. There are additional another 5 that are lawyers. And put all together, you can hardly say this is the thinking that goes into nominating. I think it's just politics that has played out, which is not the Asuwaju we know. I mean, the Asuwaju we know, which we campaign very confidently about, is somebody who, at every point in time, he knows what he wants to achieve, and he knows how to go about getting the people that he's going to work with. And that is the point I made. I mean, when I said our expectations have crashed. But it's not too late. We believe we are raising it so that he get aware about it and do something to return back to the same Asuwaju that we know.
So, Madam Saliu, when you say there's clearly a plan, are you privy to a plan that this government has had? Because there are those who will ask you that they've not seen any plan.
I don't believe that he got in here without a plan. I believe there is a plan, and being part of the leadership, I am privy to some of the discussions around the plan, and sincerely speaking, there is a plan, I believe. What has happened in the last few weeks, about 6 weeks or thereabout, I think is the process of negotiation for appointment that may have distracted the government from the initial plan. And my appeal, and that is why I said, as a loyal member of APC and as a Nigerian, because part of the problem of politics in this country, and we must address that, is a situation where people are permanently on the election mode. We just come out of election. Whether we like it or not as a nation, the next election will be in the next 4 years. And therefore, we must do everything possible to engage our leaders to get it right so that in the next 4 years, life should get better. And I think as a party, I believe our leaders are committed to that. And I believe Asuwaju, as president of this country, is committed to that. It's up to us to really engage him in a way that he appreciates that he doesn't have much options.
Do you perhaps imagine, maybe, just maybe, there are some powers behind the power or behind the seat of power that are manipulating the process that is not allowing the Bola Tinubu that you know to function optimally, and perhaps there are some fundamental things wrong with piloting the affairs of this country?
Whatever the power that is behind the scene, my belief is that he is ready and he came prepared, he can deal with those powers. What we are doing now, both as party members and as citizens of this country, is to draw his attention to the fact that he needs to really attend to those issues. Because, like I said in the open letter, we must not allow a situation where some of the issues that are happening now become the defining attribute of the Tinubu administration. Because once that happens, it becomes the defining attribute of our party. And like I said, we can as well sign off in terms of our ambition for electoral victory in future elections. And that is why we have to be very active now to ensure that we support the president. When we criticize, we are not criticizing him to pull him down. We are criticizing him so that he gets it right and really sit up and deliver on all the electoral promises we have made to Nigerians.
Now, let me take you quickly to the quality of President Tinubu's appointees and cabinet formations. And you really said this is one area that you are very critical and use very strong words, such as that our expectation from your government has crashed. That is a very strong one. I mean, if you are to analyze or assess which of these appointments are you disappointed in?
Our expectation was that we wanted not a business as usual approach. We wanted a situation where the business of managing the affairs of the country will depart from the conventional practices, which we believe is part of the problem of politics in this country. I raised issues about the need for him to really give targets to all the ministers, so that from the beginning, we know that there are targets, and when they don't deliver on the target, he doesn't owe anybody any job. Get rid of them and bring people who can deliver on targets.
Let me quickly take you up on this with Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Do you think that it was politically or technically pushed out of the scene?
Well, look. I didn't want to comment on this because my personal opinion is that, again, politics is being overplayed. You know, if other nominees are cleared, I don't see any reason why Malam Nasir will not be cleared. And sincerely speaking, the earlier we reduce political consideration in terms of determination of decisions with respect to appointment, the better for the country. That will be what I will say at this point.
Okay, and I don't hear him. So this is the issue here. Even Tinubu's own APC cabals, APC followers don't tire for the man. Nothing is working in this country again. Everybody don't use their eyes here. But will they be able to speak truth, not to produce another president? Even in 20, it be like say na APC go soon hijack Nigeria, so now then go they rule and they go. Because after Tinubu don't rule, now them still Buhari don't ruin lives. Now then still they rule, they go. Anyways, Nigeria is not for Igbo man. That one, that's just the truth of the matter. Not be anything at all.